Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's freezing in my house right now. It's like freezing everywhere actually. It's like no matter what I do, I feel like I'm constantly cold even if I have like the heat on. But today I'm sorry, you can see my mirror. I wanted to film like a tutorial. I was gonna put some makeup on, so I figured, hey, why not? I want to do something kind of glitzy or glam. I'm not quite sure what exactly yet I'm going to do, but that's just kind of like along the lines of what I'm thinking. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump in. My face I just moisturized and washed it, so it's pretty clean. I did a face mask last night, so it's really smooth as well, and my breakouts are starting to go away, fortunately. Like, I still have like the redness from them, but the bumps have gone down a lot, which is amazing. I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, just to add some extra moisture, I think. And to prime the skin. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to take the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer and just use that where I have some like larger pores and just kind of press it in where my pores are. That's really just going to help when you put your foundation on for it to be much smoother and prettier. Okay, now I think I'm going to take the Fenty foundation, maybe? Should I? Should I not? Yeah, I guess I will, but I'm going to mix two shades. I believe I have either 120 or 130, and I'm mixing it with 110. 110, this is just getting my nerves. 110 is a smidge bit too light for me right now. So, I'm sorry, I'm wearing a coat, that's how cold it is. I'm going to mix it with the darker shade and use, should I use a beauty blender? So, put a little bit of the darker shade on my sponge, a little bit of the lighter shade, and just go at it. The darker shade looks like a good match at first, but then once it like settles, it obviously darkens even more because it sets, and that's how the foundation is. Oops, I just kicked the camera. That's how the foundation is designed to be, which is fine. It's just something to keep in mind. But that means that you have to go a little bit lighter. And I wouldn't say it's super full coverage either. It's like a medium-ish coverage. And this is a matte foundation, that's why I used the moisturizer and then the primerizer, just to make sure that I'm super hydrated and it doesn't stick to any dry patches. And I'm not using a lot of foundation for this. I feel like this undertone matches me pretty well, mixing the two shades. But it's definitely a medium coverage. You can still see like I have a red spot here and then the blemishes down here. And then I cut my chin the other day. Just a mess. Anyways, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and conceal with Shape Tape, I guess. I was thinking about using something else, but I'd rather just for a video be tried and true with my Shape Tape. Some people use like this much Shape Tape and I'm like, how? Like, I need more than that to get the coverage that I need. or because I like to use, I'm using it as like a highlighter, you know, to kind of brighten and awaken. So I need more, you know. I'm not just covering dark circles, I'm enhancing the whole look by giving my face dimension. What I have noticed about this foundation though is that it does not seep into my forehead wrinkles. I mean, it does a little bit, but not as much as a lot of other foundations that I use, which I appreciate. Okay, now I want to try setting with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but that looks a little bit too dark. Like that color looks a little bit too dark for me to set my under eyes with. So maybe the Lorac one. I think that one's a little bit lighter. Yeah, so I'm going to take the beige light shade in the Lorac contour kit and that same sponge and just set my under eyes. Because a lot of people do this and I'm like, does it really help that much? My under eyes definitely look really smooth now. I don't know how well you guys can tell because I'm kind of farther away, but they look really smooth. But they do look kind of dry, which is a little bit annoying. I don't always usually have a problem with dry under eyes, so that's kind of odd, but that's what we're dealing with. And then I'm going to take my Coty Airspun powder. And I'm going to use the Beauty Blender for this too, just because that's what I'm feeling, and I don't usually do that, but I want to try it today. And see if that gives me like a different kind of finish. Because everybody talks about how good this powder is, and just using it with a brush, I don't see that great of a effect. But I'm hoping that using it with a sponge will help keep my chin from separating, because my chin separates really bad with foundation, like regardless of what I use. This definitely makes the foundation look very matte and very smooth. I'm really actually liking it, the finish right now. But I do feel like I'm using a lot more powder than I normally would. But I mean, this isn't a crazy expensive powder, so I don't mind too much. If it was like my Kat Von D one, I'd be like, whoa there, no. Pardon my hand, I burned it on the oven. Like I was making brownies actually. And when I was poking it to see if it was done, I pulled my hand up to take it out and I hit the top of the oven like on those coils. So, needless to say, I burned myself. I did shut my heat off because I am tired of hearing it in the background of my videos. So if you don't hear it, that's why. Now I want to take, I'm going to contour. What do I want to contour with? Do I want to contour with this? I'm like trying to get myself to try use products I don't normally use. But I don't think I want to use that. I think I'm going to use my NYX one to contour, and then I'll use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate bronzer to bronze, because I'm like trying to get myself to use things that I have in my stash, because I noticed that I don't, and I pulled a bunch out that I want to make sure I use too. So not sure I'll use them all in this video because I know I want to go for a more glam look, and some of the stuff that I pulled out is really like neutral. By the way, I'm using the Morphe Y11. It's like a precise brush, but you can see it gives a nice contour. But my contour is not like too crazy sharp. It kind of looks sharper on camera, like my lights make it look like that, but it's not like too crazy sharp in person. And blend to the gods, basically. I look chiseled AF. I kind of want to do a nose contour, but I kind of don't at the same time. Let's try it, I guess. Because we're doing Glam. I'm going to use that same brush, actually, and just lightly go down my nose. Kind of give it a little bit more definition. Yeah, let's go ahead and clean up a little. I'm going to take that Coty Airspun powder again, the same beauty blender, and just kind of bake. I haven't baked in a while, but I'm just gonna bake a little bit to clean up that contour. I look crazy, but it should work, hopefully. I think I did a little bit too much here. I'm just gonna dust some of it off before it cooks too much. Okay, and now we're gonna bronze. I'm gonna take this Morphe Y2 and this milk chocolate. Not too much. Tap it off. Now I always start, I start out on my cheeks. I just got a taste of it. Oh. And then up here, this is really pretty. Why have I not been using this more? This actually looks pretty good. I always do a little bit on my cheeks just to warm it up before blush. This does a really good job. I like this. I really like Too Faced bronzers I see. Because I use my Sweethearts one like every day. That's like my favorite one of all time. Something is in my eye. That's like my favorite one of all time. I always bring it down the neck because when my foundation oxidizes or sets, like this one will set, but like when others oxidize, I find that it leaves quite the cast on my neck. Like a difference, and I don't like that. Yep. Alright, now for blush. My Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm going to try to use this Studio Makeup blush in Luminous. It's just this Luminous Loose blush. But I'm going to try to use this because I got it in a BOXYCHARM and I never use it. So I figured, why not try? It's going with the whole using stuff I don't normally use. Okay, that all picked up on my brush that I put in the cap. Okay, there's like no pigment. Maybe a very slight pigment. So it's buildable. That's nice. Ooh, there we go. We're getting somewhere. Yeah! That looks a lot brighter on camera than it does in person, but it looks really, really pretty. See, this is why I need to shop my stash more, because it's like I got some good stuff and I never use it. Okay, that looks really pretty. Now let's just take some of that Bake Off. I'm just using a Morphe brush. It doesn't say that name on it. Ooh, my nose looks good. Yes. Okay. Now, for highlight, I'm tempted to try to use this Jeffree Star highlighter because I have the hardest time with it. And I've been playing with it just at night the past couple of days before like before I go to bed or before I take off my makeup, I should say. And I've like been wetting my brush. I don't know if you can see the difference in the pan, like where I've wet. But there's just like nothing there without wetting it. But when you wet it, you can build it up a lot. It takes a lot of building, but eventually we get there. But I just used some Fix Plus. Spray two or so spritzes and swirl around in the pan a lot. Like other products, you don't have to swirl this much or use this much, but this one you really do. there we have it. I mean, it's not like the easiest to blend because it is wet now, but it's still pretty. And I have noticed that under my eyes it's getting kind of yellow from that powder. But hey, at least it looks pretty smooth. My highlight on the other hand, not as much. But at least we have some kind of highlight. And just a smidge on the tip of my nose. I don't like to put a crazy amount on my nose because my nose will get a little bit oily. Probably not with this foundation, but it can. So, yep, alrighty. So that's my face. Let's set it with the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. Okay, we are set. Just fan it out. And I'm gonna zoom you guys in. This video is getting long. So now we're gonna focus on my eyes. I want to do something really glam, really like holiday-esque, but not like holiday. I don't know how to explain it. I really just want something like extravagant. Let's start with brows. I'm taking my MAC eyebrow crayon in Lingering. But what I was saying was that I feel like I use a lot of product when I do my brows. My brows don't look even. They're not very even, and I hate when that happens. Like you see someone on YouTube and their eyebrows aren't even, and you're just like, let's start with my crease. I'm going to take this Sephora Pro palette and I'm going to use some top shades here for my crease. Okay, maybe I'll do a cut crease. I've never done a cut crease before, like with concealer and whatnot. I've tried, but it just doesn't work out for me. So maybe I'll do it today. I think I'm gonna go now with the Pro Editorial palette, not the Warm palette, and I'm gonna take like the purple shade, which is called Electric Violet. It's a very purpley color, and just put that in my outer corner. Like, look at that color. Holy smokes, look at the fallout. Can you guys see the fallout? Do I need to zoom you in more? Will it even zoom you in more? No, it won't. Guys, look at this fallout. Okay, that is not okay. So we're going to take this brush. I'm going to take a little bit of that Coty Airspun and just put it underneath there. That way if I do get some fallout, it'll be fine. Okay, I look crazy, but it's okay. And I'm going to take the shade next to it, which is the shade Maisha. MYIESHA. And just kind of warm it up a little because that is a little bit, the other one was a little bit more cool toned. And I think what I want to do is take the burgundy shade that's in this. It's kind of like a burgundy. It's called Eliza D, and just make that even more like warm. But I'm gonna take a blending brush, like a small one. So I don't know how well you guys can tell with this one, but it's like really small and just slightly fluffy. So I think it won't apply too much of this color, but oh, that looks way too hot pink. Holy, that might not be good. Oh yeah, that's really hot pink. That is not what I wanted. Look at this color here. This one, that is not the color that came onto my eye. That's way too bright. I wanted like a more burgundy, like a warmer color. So I'm gonna go into the other one and take the warm one and take the shade Brick, which hopefully will be a little bit more burgundy. Maybe I want it. Yeah, there we go. I put a little bit of that in the crease, and we're gonna blend it out here in a minute with that same brush, like the Anastasia brush. But I think this just adds a little bit of warmth and helps the glam be less like neon. Now, just taking the same Anastasia, we're gonna blend it out because it's looking a little harsh. Alright, I set it down. I didn't dip it in anything. I was just thinking like, oh, I'm done, but I had another eye. What is on my face? Blending, 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 blending. Can't sing. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I'm going to take a little bit of that brown shade that we put in the crease and put it over here some more. Just because they don't look even right now. And I want them to be even. What do you guys think? Going back into the editorial one, I think, yeah, I'm going to take some of that purple shade that we were using before and just kind of like go back into this, make it look a little bit more purple. I wish this wasn't, like, I understand the concept of this palette is to be really bright, but I wish this shade wasn't as like pinky bright as it is. And just blend it out again. I have a bunch of these Steel Shimmer and Glows that I could use. So I've decided. I'm going to take this Shimmer and Glow. It's called Grace. And I'm gonna put that. Is it that one that I was gonna use, or is it this other one? No, I'm gonna take the one in Kitten. This one. Yeah. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use it and kind of carve out a cut crease instead of using a concealer with just a flat top brush. This is the one from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and we're just gonna carve. I really like what that does. And then I want to kind of like blend it out a little bit. But I'm not 100% sure how because I've never done a pen like this. Anyways, I'm gonna take this, actually no. I'm going to need to take the Glitter Glow Primer. I'm using the e.l.f. one. It's what I've got, and it works. And I'm gonna take the Morphe Y20 brush. I'm just taking a little bit and tapping it over that shimmer shade. It's kind of muting it a little bit, but that's alright because we're gonna put glitter on top. And I'm taking the NYX glitter in 02. Doesn't have a name, it just says 02. Oh, it does. Rose. So there's that. And now I'm going to kind of like try to buff it so it's not as a sharp edge. The issue with this though is that it will kind of take off the glitter. It's not quite having the effect I want it to have, so we might have to take a little bit more glue. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty. So now I gotta dust off the under eye prep, which totally messed up my highlight. That's okay. At least we didn't have a lot of fallout. Now we're gonna do the under eyes. I kind of want to put like a green or blue under there. I think I'm gonna take from the editorial palette, I'm gonna take the color Grass, which is a very green color, and find a good brush and just sweep it on under there. I'm gonna take this Morphe Y22 brush. It's a very small brush, and just kind of go underneath my eyes. Brownish color and kind of blend it out a little bit better, like maybe like the colors that I have on the top. So that saddle shade, which is what I used in my crease, kind of blend it all together. It's a little bit more than I was going for. It just adds a little bit more brightness and glitz and glam. So yeah, I'm gonna pop on some mascara and then some lashes. I'm going to use, I really want like a really black mascara, but I guess I'm just gonna have to go with Perversion. It's not as black as I want, but it'll do. As you can see, it's a little bit too glam for just mascara, so I'm going to pop on some lashes. I'm going to take some House of Lashes lashes. I think I'm going to take the shade, this pair called Cecil. It's like, they're pretty like fluttery and big enough to kind of go with this glitzy glam look. I really have been liking these lashes a lot. Let's grab some glue and put them on. These are not my favorite pair. As you can see, like this outer portion here is like really, really crazy long. They probably look pretty on camera, kind of further away, but up close, no. Oh no! Oh man, I don't know how that happened, but it needs to come off. That is the worst thing ever. Look at what happened. Look at it. It like put a huge glob on my face, like on my under eye. Oh no, that just looks tacky. let's try to fix it, I guess. Take some green. This has been a really janky video. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I don't know what the deal's been. I was just trying to do something a little glam, a little different. And this is what happens. I'm almost afraid to like put more over there. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hopefully that doesn't look too crazy. But this is my look so far. Let's find a lippy to kind of coordinate. I think I just want a nude. I'm gonna take Christmas Cookies by Jeffree Star. Looks pretty good. I like this color. So these lashes were awful. Like normally, like the other pairs that I've tried from this collection I've really liked, but this one not so much. So yeah, that's this look. It's kind of like a glamish, like pinky, I don't know, just like a pink and green glam. And this is how it turned out. I don't like the lashes that much. The mascara kind of screwed me on the under eye, but the lip is looking really pretty. And yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. It's kind of like, not digging the eyes too crazy much. I had a hard time blending out that shimmer and glow, but from a distance it looks okay. So yeah. That's what my eyes look like. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below if you used any of these and if you had problems like that. Normally I don't have problems with these lashes. Like I've been using them the past couple days and I haven't had a problem, but today, like this pair, not doing it for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. I'm sorry this video is so long. Hopefully I edited it down enough for you all so that way it's not longer than like 30 minutes, but that's going to take a lot to cut out that much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!